crypto gaming is expected to explode over the next 10 years, onboarding hundreds of millions of average people into crypto without them even knowing. Here are my top 10 crypto gaming coins to watch in 2025. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, nor can I see the future. Investing in crypto in general is always very risky, so never invest more than you're willing to lose. Also, I own these coins, or many of these coins, or I'm an advisor for some of these coins, the projects, meaning my money is where my mouth is. Having said that, like the video if you appreciate this content, and let's start with coin number 1 on today's list, Immutable. Think of Immutable as the infrastructure of crypto gaming, meaning unlike an Ethereum or Solana or Supra that are general purpose blockchains, anybody can build anything on those blockchains. Immutable is specifically tailored for gaming developers and gaming projects to build on their infrastructure. Looking at the growth, Immutable has just surpassed Ronin, another gaming blockchain, in monthly active users. More games migrated onto Immutable in 2024 than any other blockchain. They saw 33 games migrate from other chains. And with their release last year of Immutable ZK EVM, the growth is undeniable.
Since we launched Immutable ZK EVM in beta, we've taken it to be one of the fastest growing chains in history. Last year, we signed 140 games. It was our record year. This year, we've signed more than 220 already, and we're still going. And it includes leading companies like Netmarble, South Korea's largest mobile gaming company by revenue.
And there are gems in this ecosystem. Let's highlight some of those specific games by the end of today's video, but just know with Immutable, it's an infrastructure play, meaning I'm betting on the space evolving and I'm investing in the infrastructure. And speaking of this, next coin on today's list, Superverse. Actually, Super is not so much an infrastructure play to me, but a community coin, uniting the communities of some of the best crypto games in the space. Friend of the channel and founder Elliot explains.
You can think of Super as the community coin of gaming, as the currency of gaming, the coin that is in every single game, regardless of whatever chain it's on, regardless of whatever stack it's using. This is how the community flows between all of the games. And it's effectively the gaming cult. And that's why if you go on the timeline, you'll see people going crazy, showing their love for Super, because in my opinion, it's the most fun way to get involved in all of the gaming projects. And it's a good first stop. And I believe it will be the first stop for most people as they come into crypto gaming.
Subscribers know I'm an investor in the project. I've literally been bringing Elliot on for years to keep me updated. What's next for Superfarm? I'm a Superverse, meaning I'm betting on the space evolving, all the best games, one token, and I mean literally. You can look at some of the top games in the space. Super is being integrated into all of them, and whether that means you can use Super for in-game purchases or special NFT merch by completing certain quests per game. This is an infrastructure play. I say that, but really community play for me. Super is unifying all of them. Xborg is another crypto protocol to watch. They're focused on player identity, meaning giving gamers ownership of their in-game identity, actually owning it. And major esports teams are actually adopting them. So when you think of Xborg, think of esports. They're being used today. Leadership of Xborg explains.
What Xborg is this big ledger of your data that you've gathered and generated as a player. And then we not only create this ID, but we also create a whole bunch of developer infrastructure so that apps and games can use your ID in-game or within different apps. We're doing a lot of partnerships and integrations with esports teams that use our protocol, Team Liquid, for example.
So looking at last year, 2024 was an incredible year for Xborg. Over 25,000 plus holders they grew to in a thriving community. They partnered with those esports teams as well as Wormhole. And if you're asking why people are seeing the potential, at the heart of this lies the Xborg ID. Think of it as a universal digital identity, a CV of your digital activity that aggregates your achievements, activity, and reputation across platforms. And why this is significant is because today your data is fragmented. Your gaming history sits on Steam or PlayStation. Your blockchain achievements are scattered and none of it's connected. This limits the potential for tools like AI agents to deliver truly personalized experiences. Xborg is built to solve this. Next coin to keep on the radar, and sort of the Candy Crush of Web3 gaming, is My Lovely Planet. They're a long-term partner of the channel, and most subscribers will remember I shared with you this game over 6 months ago. Here's a 20-second clip from back then. Next coin on today's list is an up-and-coming crypto game. It's called My Lovely Planet. And actually, it's one of the fastest growing Web3 mobile games on the App Store and Google Play. And this is my type of game. I love these just casual, don't really have to think about it, but are just fun. You can just play on your phone. And how they differentiate themselves? Well, they're the world's first impact-driven Web3 mobile game, meaning they help the planet. There's been over 359,000 trees planted in Madagascar, Kenya, and France, just for people playing. It's led by industry veterans, meaning it's not only backed by Ubisoft and Unity, but also some team members directly from prominent Web2 games like Candy Crush, as well as over 900,000 Instagram followers and growing. And in a message from them on what's to come in 2025. 2025 is going to be insane. It's not a promise, it's a fact. We proved our ability to deliver, and we'll do it again. Here are the 4 biggest achievements so far, and what's coming next. So as of now, there's over 300,000 players on the beta version of our game. It's a game with a D1 retention equivalent to Candy Crush, a team with top talent from industry leaders like Candy Crush and Royal Match, and an acquisition cost 20 times lower than industry standards. They're going for 1 million plus players in 2025. Link down below to check them out now. And the final thing I'll say, the news today is this. We are burning 34% of MLC's supply. It's a game changer. And obviously this decreases the token inflation and increases the confidence of current holders. Something to keep on the radar. And next gaming coin on our list, and this may be surprising to some people, Avalanche.
What's exciting me actually is this massive upgrade we have in Avalanche that's coming up. Because I see 75 different games that's going to launch in the next year or so.
This is a general purpose, but with also a focus on gaming blockchain. From action RPGs to real-time strategies, AVAX and its subnets have a wide array of Web3 games. The 3 on my radar would be DeFi Kingdoms, Shrapnel, and Off the Grid. President of AVAX explains the growth.
Because I see 75 different games that's going to launch in the next year or so. That's over 20 different, call it L1s on, the different various, Avalanche L1s. I am looking forward to them and seeing how the composability, the connectivity of all of that.
So really, it's because of how the AVAX blockchain is set up, allowing subnets, which allows connectivity, composability, is why developers are choosing AVAX. The AVAX game making the most noise is Off the Grid. I'm writing nodes for Off the Grid. The reason they're making so much noise is because unlike the games in 2021, and a lot of them were just all promise, Off the Grid is available on PlayStation today. Xbox today.
There are a couple of verticals that are really growing, and one is gaming on Avalanche.
Yeah, you guys have done a good job with that so far. You got that. What was the huge game you've just got? That's just launched?
There's a couple, but Gonzalo,
Off the Grid.
A small step for AVAX, a massive leap for Web3 gaming. Ninja was playing this game on his live stream. Dr. Disrespect was playing this game.
Off the Grid, brand new Extraction Battle Royale. It's coming out. Early access, going to be streaming it all week.
Off the Grid, in a lot of ways, is the gateway to Web3 gaming because 3.5 million wallets for AVAX were created. Most of them were Web2 gamers, and they were just signing up for the game. They didn't even know they were downloading necessarily a crypto wallet. It was a top 3 shooter game in general on Twitch, and over 42 million transactions brought to the AVAX blockchain. Also another blockchain to keep on the radar that I think is not only thriving today, but has so much more potential to grow in gaming is Toncoin. This is Telegram's ecosystem, and that's because Telegram already has a built-in user base of over 950 million monthly active users. Other blockchains wish they had distribution like this. Toncoin has it. Notcoin was a crypto game that blew up last year on Telegram, and it was simple, just click, click, click. Such simple games. Kokomo Games, a project I'm invested in, is play and earn on AVAX and on Telegram. So they have a great team. They have people from Riot Games, Activision, Gala Games, who has helped create some of the biggest titles in history, like Call of Duty Mobile, League of Legends, also Candy Crush, and backed by a lot of solid angels, like me. I really like them because they're focused on games that I like, which are classic casual games, like the classic Snake, where you can win Cocos and then use those Cocos and redeem for AVAX. Ever made real money playing Snake? Well, Coco Snake is live now. daily tournaments and free NFTs on AVAX, available for probably another week and a half, and just casual games like this. So if you like the Toncoin or AVAX ecosystem, you like this. And that brings us to specific games. I'm much more of an infrastructure guy, because again, no matter which crypto game makes it in the end, many won't, but some will, the infrastructure usually benefits. I think Illuvium is a game to watch. This is where you're trying to survive a mysterious planet and capture these alluvials, these creatures. I think the gameplay looks really cool. And they also have an arena where you can battle, sort of Pokemon or Mortal Kombat-esque. Looks cool to me. I think another coin that has a very strong community is WagMe Games. Now, this is an OG in the space. I'm going to have to do more research. I'm going to have to check back in on them in 2025 because a lot has changed, but something on my radar for 2025. Another game I like is Cross the Ages because it's based on a series of science fiction novels, so it comes with its own built-in audience in that sense. And if we're looking into 2025 for Immutable, Revenge has just been named one of Immutable's flagship games of 2025. So this is a new game. I'm an advisor for Everreach Labs, the company behind it, and this is powered by IMX. And again, to me, this looks cool. And how are they different? Well, this is not just another shooter game. It was created by veterans behind Far Cry 3, Rainbow Six Siege, and Fortnite. Revenge redefines what's possible in gaming. And in this influencer world where people like to stream their games, we see this on Twitch, we see this on TikTok, streamers love this. With Revenge, spectators don't just watch, they shape the action. So viewers can modify environments, drop upgrades, and trigger events that change the course of every match. I think this could be a big differentiator when these major Twitch streamers choose which games do they want to play. They're going to want to choose the one that's the most interactive with their audience. Comment down below which crypto coin or which game spoke to you the most. Let's see what gets the most comments. And like always, see you tomorrow.